People who wear hoodies when it is 100 degrees out. Why? Summary. 1. People with sensory processing issues, ASD, SPD, etc. 2. People with poor body image, whether from dysmorphia, dysphoria, or being overweight/underweight. 3. People physically covering up self-harm or psychologically covering up depression. Also sometimes track marks. 4. People feeling unmotivated to wear bras or something more formal. I did this in high school, and I'm just gonna say it. I saw Anakin doing this in episodes 2 and 3 and thought he looked dope as Duck. I figured I'd look cool if I did this too. And it's usually low self-esteem or confidence issues. Or aesthetic/fashion purposes, I guess. But I used to wear hoodies every day to hide my body, and I live in Florida. Until I passed out from the heat one day, LMAO. I'm on the Asperger's spectrum. And something about the hood around my head makes my sensory issues much more bearable. And makes me feel safer. Self-harm. Not for a very long time now. But my early teen years I wore the same 2 hoodies constantly. Even when I slept. I can see many people commenting about how they want to hide their bodies or scars and injuries from self-harming. Just breaks my heart. I send my support for all those folks who deal with such troubles. My reason is much less sad. More weird. I have Raynaud's disease. Or something similar to it. It causes the arteries in my extremities to constrict too much under exposure to cold or stress, or just whenever they feel like it. I guess. It's really random. Most of my family has it. As do my grandparents on my dad's side. So it seems to be genetic. We don't get overheated as easily as most people. And our hands and feet are pretty much always icy cold no matter the day or time. If I'm wearing a hoodie outside and the sun is blazing hot and you could cook an egg on the sidewalk, I'm either legitimately cold or just haven't realized it's hot out there. Depression is strange. I live in Texas and I'd still wear a hoodie most of the time going to school even if it was May. You wake up in the morning when it is cooler outside and your room is possibly cold too. The first thing you see is the same hoodie you wear every day since it is easy and comfortable. Then you throw it on real quick and go. Not much thought. Gets regrettable when it is truly hot out. But at the time it just didn't matter to you. Because I don't like to carry a purse but still need pockets for my few things, keys, phone, wallet. Women's clothing is so stupid. The pockets are typically too shallow to fit anything useful. Also, when a dress has pockets and I carry things in them, the items in my pocket hit against my legs when I walk. Hoodies solve these problems. Depression. Long sleeves make me feel safer when I'm depressed. Don't know why. But it's something I've let the people close to me know. If I'm wearing long sleeves when it's hot out, I'm not okay. Because it stops the staring. I have many scars running up and down all sides of my arms from self-harm. When I work up the courage to go outside with short sleeves, it often leads to a lot of people staring. Many times people bring it up, which really sucks, but even worse is when I hear other people bring it up among themselves behind my back. I have self-harm scars from years ago and people either make fun of them or pity me. Just leave me alone. Man. Suffered from anorexia for about a year now. I look like a stick and I kinda don't want to show that off to the world. You know? Any weather is sweater weather when you've got body image issues. Hoodies are comfy. They make me feel safe. Sometimes I'm too lazy to take them off. Sometimes I don't want to wear a bra. Sometimes I know it'll be cold inside wherever I'm going, and walking outside for a few seconds in the heat is fine. Skin cancer all the way up the family tree. No SPF will cut it. I had to break off my relationship with the sun and go no contact. I highly recommend ultra-lightweight running jackets for daily summer wear. My son is autistic and wears a hoodie every day all day. Allows him to put the hood up to get a little distancing for his senses. Because 1. I only have so much clothing. 2. I'm insecure about my body. 3. Self-harm scars. Ever seen a fishing shirt? It's a hoodie made out of quick-dry material. The hood keeps the sun off your neck and face, and you seem to stay cooler than you'd be if you were wearing a t-shirt. Because I'm almost always cold, and if I go inside somewhere or even in a car where the AC is blasting, I will almost always be freezing and regret not bringing a hoodie. I keep my apartment cold and run cold, so when I'm outside in the heat it doesn't bother me. If anything, it's ultra cozy with a warm breeze. Also, it hides the boobies. I used to do it. Not much anymore. But for sure insecurity. And I have eczema really bad, and people would say, "What's that on your arms?" Like I don't know it's there. So I'm basically 15 years old kid. And I'm skinny as frig. I don't know how to say it in pounds. But my weight is 38 kilograms. Which makes me not the skinniest guy in class, but skinniest person in class. My body is that skinny to the point my arms looks like bones. So I wear hoodies at summer to look kinda thick. Because my arms look like you can scan them at Target, and I don't want to be touched by little kids while their parents call me a psycho and their grandparents get a heart attack. Because that happened before. Usually it's because I don't want to put a bra on. And the hoodie hides my jiggly saggy tits better than a tank top does. Depression. I constantly fat shame myself too. I know the hoodie doesn't hide my 300-pound gut too well. But at least I don't have to look at it all the time compared to when I wear tank tops. Big boobs feel uncomfortable too. Especially with a sports bra. Don't want to get too cold underscore. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing outside or how long you're going to be outside, it's better to wear something to keep the sun off you rather than wearing as little clothing as possible. Partially because I'm a twig, and partially because I just feel naked and exposed otherwise. I scratched the hell out of the inside of my arms when I got nervous, and then kept doing it because they always itched so bad. I wore a hoodie to cover them for a long time. They're better now, but now I just can't stand the cold. I got used to the hoodie. Multiple reasons. I'm a grown man. 5 feet 3 inches. 89 pounds. And therefore I'm always cold. I also have autism with huge sensory issues. Hoodies and sweatshirts make it easier to serve sensory and aesthetic purposes. I am also a transgender man. With an E-cup chest. So when my ribs hurt from overbinding, the material sits just right and doesn't draw extra attention. While we're at it, explain why people crank the AC and wear a hoodie and sweatpants around the house. Because my office is freezing and I wear a hoodie to keep warm. When I go outside, it feels so good to be warm that I keep my hoodie on because it's part of the thawing process. I'm insecure about how skinny my arms are. However, recently I found out about a thing called oversized long-sleeved hoodies, so I found a replacement. I do it because I'm non-binary. I'm dysphoric and I don't want people to misgender me. It helps hide my long hair and my chest. And yes, sometimes I want to take it off because I'm dying of heat. But my insecurities don't let me. Winky face, heh. My hoodies tend to be a thinner material and I don't wear anything underneath. I like the sensation of having my skin covered, and I feel uncomfortable if I don't, even while sleeping. I used to wonder this too. I work at a warehouse and in the summer it gets up to 110 degrees and this guy would wear a sweatshirt every day and never take it off. I thought maybe he was hiding track marks or something, but I don't know. I used to wear hoodies every day in HS. It was just more comfortable to basically have none of my body exposed. I would also not wear a shirt underneath so it wasn't too hot. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it makes me feel comfortable to be surrounded and hugged by something. I think it's an anxiety thing. Because pulling a hoodie up over your head completely ducks with your hair, which is annoying if it's already presentable. I'm insecure and it makes me look a little bit less scrawny than I am. I used to do it for more trigger warning type reasons as well. But now it's just a mix of dysphoria, dysmorphia, and a lack of muscles. My friend and I wear hoodies 24/7 for basically the same reason. But that just makes cuddling and jacket swapping so much better. Also, I get cold pretty easy around my neck, and a hood kind of acts as a wind blocker for my neck.